All right, what's going on, everyone? It is Shinebox back again with another warning reaction today. We are doing Disciple live at the Teatro Metropolitan concert back in 2022. I'm continuing with a couple of lives this time around from Warning. Before I dive into their younger stuff, because I am very familiar with the Warning, I wanted to get more into the live stuff. So I'm doing Disciple today. I did enter Sandman last week if you want to go check that out. I'll leave it probably a link to the playlist or something. I don't know. I'll figure something out. But if I end up forgetting, just go into my channel and I'll look up the Warning. I've done a couple Warning reactions already. But yeah, I think that's enough for chit chat. Let's get right into it. This is Disciple live at Teatro Metropolitan from the Warning. Let's get it. Love how clear the bass is coming out on the live mix. I'm really digging the live mix. How into it Pal is getting in the drumming. Her energy is just outmatched. Wish the crowd was a little bit more active. See people clapping their hands, but a lot of people seem like dead in the audience, which sucks. Unless it's just this song. So the one thing I have to say about this band, oh man, the one thing I have to say about this band is that, you know, very rarely do you come across a band that sounds exactly like how they are in studio. And that just goes to prove how talented these three girls are. And, you know, when you experience a band live, sometimes you can tell that there's effects on the voice and, you know, digital distortion on the guitars and stuff like that, right? They literally sound the same as they do in studio compared to live. You know, they literally sound the same. There's nothing special going on, and I really love that about these girls, you know. Like I said, I've been a fan of The Warning since the Enter Sandman cover that they did for the tribute album came out with Alessia Cara, and I went back and I listened to, you know, their first studio album, their second studio album, then the one that came out that had like Choke and Evolve on it, and then now they got this new album upcoming, and I've been a fan of them ever since that era, right? So like, I may have not experienced them as children yet, but that is definitely coming in the future because I want to see the growth. Like I said in my last week's reaction, you can tell in the studio albums the growth from beginning to end where they are now. And I want to know what they were even before that debut studio album, right? And how much further they've come, you know. It's just, The Warning is just one of these bands that just, it's a once in a lifetime band that, you know, comes across like this where no matter, you know, I've seen in the past where online in discussion boards like Reddit and stuff like that, right? People who love, you know, all types of metal, you know, even people like me who have deep loves for like heavier metal, like, you know, metalcore and deathcore and, you know, hardcore music and stuff like that, right? Those are my favorite genres, but I can appreciate rock music as well. And there are a lot of other people in the same realm as me that appreciate the musicianship that these girls have between each other, you know, especially being as sisters, you know. They have that bond, you know, that they bring to the stage. Even you can tell in the stage presence that like they bring this huge, like, I don't know if you would call it like relationship between them and the audience. You know, they bring that, you know, I don't know how I would put it. It's just like a friendship or a relationship between the audience and them. Now, the only disappointing thing about this was the audience. You saw a lot of people, clapping their hands, but I did notice in the crowd that there was a lot of still moving people, which kind of sucks. I mean, I wouldn't be still moving at all during a Warning concert, so I didn't really notice that too much in the last song for Enter Sandman, maybe because that is like one of their most popular songs. But for this song, a lot of people were standing still, which it's a huge shame, right? It really is. It's a huge shame. But regardless, they still perform really well. And like I keep mentioning, you know, Paul's drumming, you know, her energy is like outmatched when it comes, especially to live. Like you see in the music videos, the emphasis and charisma that she can bring in the studio versions of songs, right? But I feel like she brings it out more when they're performing live, because I was keeping an eye on her especially throughout this entire performance, and her energy was just higher than what I've ever seen before. You know, I don't know if I've been like maybe not paying attention too much on a lot of the Warnings videos, but I feel like this performance especially, she really brought that energy, right? And this is why I feel like she's becoming, or maybe even is, my favorite rock drummer currently that is in a band, right? Like I have like favorite drummers that are like rock drummers that aren't in bands, that they're like cover drummers, if you will. So like if you know Anastasia Sarita, Christina Rebelchenko, Matt McGuire, stuff like that. They're like my favorite rock drummers or pop rock drummers or whatever you want to call them, that don't really dabble into metal music all that much, right? Anastasia does do metal music, but she does like a lot of like punk rock as well, just like Christina Rebelchenko does, right? So female drummers are really taking a rise on the rock scene, and it's really cool to see what the scene has been missing out on for so long when it comes to drumming or overall musicianship, when it comes to females in bands, right? Back in the day, even when I was growing up, there was always that like stereotypical female led band or whatever, right? And it kind of puts a downer on the band, right? And now that we're getting to the age of equality and stuff like that, seeing all female bands and stuff like that rise to the top, rise to the ranks, that can outmatch bands that have been around for decades, right? It's like once in a lifetime that you'll probably end up seeing this, and I'm hoping that these girls can inspire more young women, or even men for that matter, to rise up against the odds, kind of thing, right? Because I can only imagine, especially being from Mexico, how difficult it was growing up, and now they're facing like equality issues and stuff like that. And I'm pretty sure, because even though we're advancing in today's day and age, I'm pretty sure like a lot of still female bands or women in bands still experience anti-feminism in the metal or rock scene, which is such a shame. I feel like really comes from the elitists of the scene, in which I hope at some point these morons learn that females can even sometimes outrank the men in what they can pull off in certain genres. And The Warning is just one of these groups that just keeps outperforming a lot of male rock groups. And I've been a fan, like I said, since the Enter Sandman cover came out with Alessia Cara, and I regret not listening to these girls sooner, just because of the fact that when I went back to listen to their older stuff, you could tell that like their first album had like a certain sound that they were going for, but wasn't quite pulling off quite yet. And then that next album really kind of shined that sound, and then they moved on to an even heavier sound with the album that has Choke and Evolve on it. I'm blanking on the album names right now, but now they're like even evolving even more, where like ever since they went on tour with Royal Blood, they're influencing a lot of songs like Sick and oh god, I'm blanking on the song now, but they have two songs now that really is reminiscent of the blues rock kind of sound that Royal Blood can pull off, right? So I love how open-minded they are to genres and how they're evolving as a band, and it's such a shame that, especially like because I found these guys during the pandemic, didn't have many opportunities to go see these girls live, because they've only been to Canada I think once or twice now, and I need, when they come back to Toronto, I want to make sure I pull up to their concert, because I feel like this might be one of the best concerts I will go to for a rock concert, because these girls can pull off one hell of a show. And as a person that mainly goes to metal shows, there's very few rock bands that I've thoroughly enjoyed going to a show for, and those bands are like Biffy Clyro, Nickelback. I think that's maybe about it. If you want to count Linkin Park, because I saw Linkin Park before Chester Bennington passed away. But yeah, there's very few rock bands that really draw me in to want to see them live. Otherwise, I favor the metal side of things, and you know, I still do favor the metal side of things, but you know, like I said, it's very rare for me to come across a rock band that just draws me in like this, right? So yeah, I think I'm done rambling. I'm sorry for rambling. It's just, you know, I have things on my chest that I want to get out. You know, I have a deep passion for music that just needs to escape my mouth, right? So me being a metalhead, I just need to get these words out, right? So I'm sorry for rambling. Sorry for keeping you all for this long, but yeah, that was Disciple from The Warning. I think maybe next week I might check out one of their younger videos. So if anyone can let me know what I should start off with for when they were young. Keep in mind that I have listened to all their studio stuff, so I know their studio albums, and I know what they sounded like when they were, I guess, teenagers or whatever, but I never really got to experience what they were like before they were like maybe 14, 15, whatever, right? Whenever they recorded their first album. So let me know what I should check out next, because I'm going to keep doing these lives, and I'm going to keep, or I'm going to start anyway, the, young version of The Warning, because I want to get to know what they were like young. But yeah, I think that's about it though. I've kept y'all long enough. Yeah, that's about it. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed. Hit that notification bell just so that you don't miss out on any further reactions. Hit that like button if you enjoyed as well. Also comment, leave a comment down below what you thought of these guys live, and you know, let me know what you thought of the song. I'll leave a link to the video if you want to see it in the description as well. But yeah, that's about it. I've been Shinebox. Keep shining, everyone, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.